What's happening, guys? Welcome to part 5 in how to build a predictive machine learning model using Watson Machine Learning Studio. In the last couple of videos, we've actually built up our model as well as trained and tested our model. Now we're up to deploying it and actually making predictions. Now the cool thing with this is that you can deploy it using REST API relatively easily. Let's get right into it. Now the first thing that you actually need to do when deploying your API is hit deployments. Who would have guessed? So what we can do here is just hit add deployment and deployed, what is it, used car model. Let's paste that into here as well and hit save. And this will start the deployment process. So once this is all finished, you should have a deployed model, and you can see that the status is deploy success. That means it's successfully deployed. Now what you want to do here is click into this and grab the URL scoring endpoint. So this is going to be the link that allows you to hit the endpoint that you're basically going to be hitting when you're going and trying to predict values. So to grab that, you just need to hit implementation, and you can see this scoring endpoint here. So copy this down and we'll use it in a second. So let's just save this. Perfect. All right, now there's a few other things that you need in order to make predictions, and that is your Watson username, your Watson password, as well as your Watson URL. Now to get these, you can hit the burger menu up here. And what we're actually going to do is go into Watson services. And we're going to click our machine learning instance. We should be able to get our service credentials by hitting service credentials and opening this up. So what we need from here is we're going to need our username, which is this. Let's copy that down. So we need our username, and we need our password, which is that, and we also need our URL, which is this. So now we should have our scoring endpoint, our username, and our password. So now we're good to go. So what we'll do is we'll jump back into our Watson our Watson Studio, and let's spin up our new notebook. So let's go back into our pricing model and create a new notebook. We'll call it prediction notebook. And we'll hit create notebook. Alrighty, and now we can start creating our prediction. So in order to do that, we're going to need to import some stuff. So we're going to import URL lib3 and requests to make our requests, and we'll import JSON to pass it as well. So that should all be fine. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create a dictionary that stores our credentials. So, and what we're going to do in there is store our URL, our password, and our username. And in this instance, we'll copy down those credentials that we copied in those first couple of steps. So our URL is going to be the URL that we copied from our credentials, not our scoring endpoint. So we'll put that in there, and we'll throw in our password and our username as well. And just add some commas. Perfect. All right, so that's our credential dictionary. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create some headers, and for our request, URL lib.util.make headers, and we're going to use basic authentication. And we are going to pass through our username and our password. And then we're going to grab our username from our credentials dict. And our password from there as well. Right, and this should be URL lib3. Perfect. All right, so we've got our headers. Now we are going to create our URL. And to that, we are going to grab the rest of the endpoint to verify our identity, and so this is token-based authentication, and to that we are going to pass our credential URL. Right, so this is going to pass through the URL that we've basically defined here into here and basically append it. So we'll end up having this URL plus v3 identity and then token. And we have not spelled that right, should be WML credentials. Now if we check out a URL, again, as I said, it's this URL plus v3 identity and token. Right, and now we're going to create our request. So, and to that we're going to pass our URL and we're going to pass our headers. And we can check our response, and it's 200, which means it's run successfully. Now what we can do is we can get our token out of that response. So we can check our response text, and you can see that we've retrieved our authentication token back. So that's looking all good. So ML token, so we'll just store that in a new variable. And we'll grab our token out of there. So let's check that now. All right, so we've got our token stored in that variable. Now we can start doing a little bit of prediction. So to do that, first up, we're going to just create our header for our prediction. So in this case, we'll create a new header. And we're going to set content type equal to JSON, so application /JSON, and our authorization is going to be our bearer token. Let's check our header. That looks fine. So we've got our bearer token there. Looks all good. We need a space there. All right, that's looking a bit better. And we just need to set that to content type. Looking good. Alrighty. Now what we can do is create some dummy data to predict. So in this case, we're going to create our fields. Now, so our fields that we create here need to match the fields that we had in our final training data set. So let's quickly take a look at what that looked like first. So if we take a look at our clean data set, the first thing that we need to create is basically a list of fields that define the order of the data that we're passing. So in this case, we're going to need our column. So we'll need price, mileage, city, state, make, model, vehicle age. So let's just put that to one side and create that. And we're going to call this our fields. And we'll create this, so FILDS, and our fields. So what we're doing now is creating a dictionary, and to that we're going to pass the order that we're passing our values in. So first one is going to be mileage, then city, so I'm basically just replicating this over here. Then state, then make, then model. And let's check what other fields we've got. and we've got vehicle age. And then we need another value, another key, and that's going to be values to predict. And these are the values that we're basically trying, or the dummy data that we're predicting our values on, or that we want to predict. So here we're going to create a new key called values, and then we're going to create a new dictionary, and we're going to say values to predict. So we haven't actually created that yet, so let's do that. And this should be another list, and to here we're going to pass the values, right? So in this case we're going to pass through our mileage, city, state, make, model, and vehicle age. So let's just come up with a random value, so 5422 for our mileage, and let's say Miami for the state, Florida, and then the type. So because we've trained it on Acura, so let's do that again. Model TSX 4-door, and let's say the vehicle age is 3 years. So let's create that. So this will now take our values to predict and pass it into this dictionary here. So that should all be good. Let's check that out. And you can see we've got our mileage, mileage, city, city, state, state, make, model, model, vehicle age. So now we can send this to our endpoint. So now we're going to create our endpoint URL. So let's grab that. Perfect. And let's create our prediction now. Requests.post. So we're going to be sending our data. And to that, we're going to pass our endpoint URL, our fields, and our headers. And this is our header that we created here, not this header. So that should be fine. So let's check that out. All right, so we've got a 200 response, so that's looking okay. Let's check out the JSON. Alrighty, and you can see that we've got our prediction here. So it's predicted that the value of this car with an Acura 3-door TSX, an Acura 4-door with so that's 3 years old in Miami, should cost about $33,915. And that's about it, guys. So you can see here that we've actually deployed our REST API and we've actually generated a prediction. So just to recap, so we went through from the start how to set up our machine learning platform, how to upload our data, clean, feature engineer, train and test our model, and finally how to deploy it and actually generate predictions. That about wraps up this series, guys. If you found this useful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe it. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.